See here, my sisters, do not go about listening to just anything, absorbing things from the outside world, and taking it to your home. You know your home, you know what you're dealing with, you know your man, you know your husband, okay? And whatever you see in your husband, walk around that. Whatever your husband sees on you, he's going to walk around it, and you guys are going to make it work together. Stop listening to friends. Stop listening to those aunties that you yourself, say they don't have sense in their brains. From the way that you are seeing, from the way that their lives are going, say they don't have sense. Stop listening to those your parents that say they don't have sense, because we all know say wisdom and intelligence is not by age, okay? It's not by age, it's by experience. It's by God's given gift. It's just by what it is. But wisdom and intelligence is not by age. So stop listening to those people that come and be telling you things by claiming experience, and you're taking those things and you're going to apply in your happy home. Your home has been going on well, and you can't carry those things and come and apply in your home, and you end up scattering the whole place. And you always have to remember that not every person has your best interest at heart. Not every person has your best interest at heart. Okay. Today, what I'm going to be talking about, those people that always find it necessary to come and be telling their fellow friends, especially when you're just newly married or something. They want to come and be claiming, I am the governor of marriage. I have been married for 10 years. I've been married for 5 years. I've been married for... My sister, every marriage is different. Every man, every woman is different. Not every man is the same. Not every woman is the same. But today I'm mostly going to be talking about women, because we're the ones that always make these mistakes. We're the ones that go out there. When we're having these dinners with our friends, they'll be telling us all those their stories, and you'll be grasping on them, and you just go home and you'll be changing your ways with your partner, and your partner will not understand what is happening, and you end up starting your marriage. What I'm going to be talking about today is those people that come to you and tell you that be hiding how much money you're making from your husband, okay? Do not listen to those women, all right? Like I said, everybody is different. Handle your home the way you can, the way that works for you, all right? Don't listen to those women. Don't listen to those advisors, all right? Yes, when you make money, these are my solutions. First of all, for me, when you enter marriage, okay, you become one. What is his is yours. What is yours is his, okay? That is whatever you make, whatever money you generate after marriage. But if you happen to have worked in your teenage years, like for instance, somebody like me, I started working at a very early age, at 15 years old. I worked so many marriage jobs and everything. Let's say from 15 to maybe 26 or 24 when you get your master. Some people are very lucky to stay with parents that don't require them to pay rent, that don't require them to contribute to anything in the household. No matter how much of a spender you are, no matter how you like the latest iPhones, no matter how you like traveling and everything, from 15 to 26, you should be able to save minimum $70,000. That's if you're not required to contribute to anything in your parents' household. You should be able to save $70,000 minimum. So if you're able to save that, for me, as you're entering marriage, you don't owe that person any explanations when it comes to that money. Yes, you might disclose to them, because sometimes you might have plans. You might have plans like you want to build a home for your parents, or you want to do something for your parents, do something for your family, even in general or whatever. And you don't want to do that when you're ready into marriage. You're not telling them ahead of time, say this is this and this is whatever plans I had, because they might think that you are hiding your income from them and you are investing it on your family. You don't want that. So that's why before marriage, you should talk to them and say, listen, I've been having this is my dream. I've been having this dream. I want to build the house for my parents. I want to build this house in the village. I want to do this. I want to do that. Tell them ahead of time, and tell them that this is this and this. But I didn't say don't go and tell them how much you have in your account too, because some people they can even decide to kill you for that money, because as soon as you guys are married, they can have access to that money when you're dead. Some people, it's when you tell them how much you have in your account that all those your stupid business plans that I've always had, business ideas that had never come to mind ever since you guys are married now. That's when those business ideas will come now, and they'll want to be, oh, you're not supporting me financially with this, oh, you're not doing this whole. No, don't go and tell them how much you have. Tell them, say, this is the plan that I had and I'm going to execute it. And there is how much you have. Say, I cannot disclose that information. I just wanted to let you know that I have this plan and everything. Do you agree with this or that or that? And if they say no, you move on until you find the person that is going to be okay with you executing those plans in the future. And in the future, if they want to come back and say no, then if you guys gotta separate, you gotta separate. It's not the end of the world, okay? It's not the end of the world. For me, you know, marriage is a leap of faith. You don't know what's gonna happen. If it's gonna scatter tomorrow, it's going to scatter. But as long as you have secured a good career, as long as you have some savings into your account and all that stuff, you'll be able to move on, even if you have kids. Just make sure that you don't say, I want sole custody, because sole custody has a way of sucking your money, sucking you financially. Let him have access to the kids, okay? Both invest on those kids and everything, both do what you gotta do for your kids, but just know that, okay, you guys are separated, it's what it is. Alright? But for me, when you get married, when you have already passed marriage with somebody, whatever you have is whatever income you generate from your job, from your 9 to 5 or whatever is his, and whatever he generates is his too. If you get to invest into a business after marriage, you know, from your 9 to 5 job, from your whatever you are generating income from the side and all that stuff, well, it's gonna be a family thing, okay? You're gonna have to come out clean, because it's from you guys are gonna have to come out clean, and it's from there that you're gonna be able to manage your finances, and how you're gonna save, plan vacations, plan the kids' future and everything. And how much are you even hiding? Because for me, if you're not an entrepreneur, if you don't own your own business, you're not making any money. Is it $4,000 a month that you're hiding from your husband? Is it, even if he makes 5,000, you make 4,000, that's 9,000. 9,000, especially in Canada, yeah, is bullshit. It's nothing. After you have done paying your mortgage, your rent, 2,000 is gone. After you're done planning holidays, after you're done, my dear, the money is gone. So what are you hiding? You know, togetherness can help you guys grow faster and in a much more, enhanced way. You know, hiding money doesn't help. And some of you guys, even you'll be hiding that money, and I don't know, you're entering marriage with your husband, but you are doing secret stuff on the side. You're handing that money to be doing secret things on the side with your mom, with your dad, with your parents, or with your siblings, or with your cousins. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You're supposed to build with your husband, build your own family. So you're married, but you're married to your I don't understand. What are you? Is it that you don't have sense, or what kind of foolishness is that? And later on, so you're thinking that your husband is going to play you. You're not trusting your husband, but you're trusting your siblings. You're not trusting your husband, but you're trusting your mother. You're forgetting that she's human. Yeah, she gave birth to you, but she's human too. You're not trusting your husband, but you're trusting your father. But you're trusting your cousins. Like, what kind of stupidity is that? What kind of stupidity is that? You don't trust your life partner, but you're trusting family members. Family members who can betray you. So how about you? Who are you not to get betrayed? Human is a human. Especially when it gets to do with money. You can be sending money back home, say, build the house, do this, you go back home. They have taken that money to do something else. What are you gonna do? Are you not going to come back to that same husband, fall back on that same husband and start crying? If I had known. My friend, shut up. You are a fool. You are a fool. If you had known. They said, leave your father's house. He's gonna leave his own parents' house, come together and become one. You left your own to, I don't know, come together to become half and half with your family. What are you doing? Is that not foolishness? Anybody on this earth can betray you. And I don't see the reason why you should go and marry somebody you cannot trust. I don't see why you should do that. If you cannot trust your partner at least 80%, then you have no reason to marry that person. You have no reason to marry them. For me, the solution to this hiding money thing, you don't need to hide money. Whatever money you work proud to something, like I said, they have no business with that money. Alright? Tell them you don't agree to whatever things you have, you leave them until you find the right one. Sometimes that money that you work proud to marriage, things can happen. You can fall into pits tomorrow, alright? Because the devil is going to test you, God is going to test you, but you just gotta keep willing. You just gotta keep going, because that's what marriage is, alright? Unless you go marry for better and better, I don't know, and that is your own problem. I don't know what is wrong with you. But sometimes you're gonna fall into pits, and you can pull out from that money and choose to help your husband. But when you choose to help your husband, don't just go and carry money and come and give it to him and say, this is money now. Be naive. No. Give it to him. Say you borrowed that money from your mom, from your dad, and then go out of shame. Shame is going to make him pay that money back. Because you don't want to receive insults from your parents. He's going to pay that money back, but only you have to be laughing and be like, look at this one. When he pays back that money, take it back and put it back to where the money was. Put it back into whatever savings you had. Okay? That's the only way to do it. And when you guys are married, open an account in both names. Not that you will say, this foolish woman that will go and say, oh no, I want to open in my husband's name because he's the captain of the ship. He's the one that knows what we need the money for. He's the one that knows how to manage, my dear. Just close your... What are you doing? Is it that you... I don't know, were you sent on earth to be foolish? What kind of foolishness is that? Open it in both your names, my friend. Tomorrow, if the marriage scatters, you guys will go back to that same bank. Sit with the bank manager. Then the bank manager say, okay, the marriage don't scatter. If you guys have 100,000 in that account, he takes 50, you take 50. Everybody had their own direction, no problem. Then your husband come and tell you that, okay, your waistline is not small again. I want to go for this tiny waistline. Your waistline is too wide for me now. Then you say, okay, honey, thank you for the years I will spend together and everything. And move on with your life. You will still find love. As long as you have something going on in your life, trust me, you're always going to find love. But make sure that account is in both your names so that you can monitor whatever transactions are going on in there. If he's sending money to his uncle, to his father, his mother, you know what is going on. Not that you'll be with somebody, you're only just to put money. And he's there sending money to his family member, he's not sending money to your own. And you're just there like that, like a blind bat, just going day by day, you don't know what is going on. Open that account your own. Have your different debit cards with the same password. You have access to it, he has access to it. You withdraw money, he asks for explanation, you give explanation. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. Tomorrow, if everything is scatter, everything is scatter. You take half, I take half. Okay? If you go to court, you have an account, show how much is inside, take half, I take half, and we move on. You know, separated, both have custody of the kids. You move on with your life. Okay? And for us in the Western world here, I don't understand. You want to be hiding how much you're making from your husband. Eventually, guess what he's going to find out? At the end of the year, when you get to do your tax return. That part is very funny. At the end of the year, when that January, February, March is going to come, your heart is going to be beating. Because after my husband is going to come to you and say, you know, I think it's about time we need to stop doing our tax return individually. We need to be doing it together as a family because it's going to cost us less or whatever. My dear, what are you going to do? I am looking at you right now. What are you going to do? I don't know. Only a few husbands that you will say, I still want to keep my independence, something he's going to let you do it. He wouldn't mind. But most husbands will tell you, no, I want to do it as a family. And if you don't bring it, there's going to be problem. There's going to be problem. You know? And even if you choose to do it separately and he lets you do it, that means, my dear, I wouldn't suggest that you stay home and you'll be hiding those documents that they give you from your tax return company. You'll be hiding those files in your handbags or hiding it in some files and everything at home. But I take it to a bank and get that safety lock something that you can be hiding your passports there, whatever you don't want your husband to find out, and go and be hiding it there. Because if you want to be hiding it home, one day God always has a way of exposing the bad ones. One day your husband is going to fall on that thing and you're going to be finished. When your husband is going to fall on that thing, maybe you're making $68,000 a year. After taxes, your husband sees that you're making $48,000 a year. That's after taxes, or maybe $50,000. And they're taking maybe $18,000 from your something, from the tax throughout the whole year. And your net income is $50,000. And you have been telling your husband how your net income is $30,000, your net income is $38,000. That do you know how much difference that is? When that man is going to find out, my dear, depending on how long you have been married, I don't know. If it's 1 year, 2 years, you can come and just say, I beg, forgive me. I beg you, take God, I take God, ask for forgiveness. Please forgive me from your heart. Please forgive me. Okay? And if that man tells you that, so how much do you have saved and everything, make sure you have something saved though. Not that you have been hiding, you have been sending money to your parents back home to be doing things. Not that you have been sending money to your siblings to be doing this on the side. Because that man is going to make him feel less of a man when he finds out that you have been investing outside without his consent. Because then why is he your husband? That's insult now. That's making him feel like he's a nobody to you. You have proven to him that he's a nobody. So just make sure that money, when he says, so how much do you have? Then you say, okay, this is what I have. Because he's going to know how much, no matter how much you spend, he's going to have an estimation of how much you should be having saved on the side. How much you have, if you still have the money, he's going to forgive you and move on. And my dear, if you have been married for 5-10 years, and you have been doing nothing to him, my dear, that man will have a hard time forgiving you. And those are the kind of things that sometimes even push men to start considering you as a witch, and he will step out now and start having a family house and start being a home outside one girl in the street. He's going to stay married to you because you're the one that the family knows, but he's going to step out there and start having a new life. And that's how the whole dynamics of your marriage is going to change. So for me, like I said, how much are you making? Don't go and put yourself into a predicament that you cannot handle. Okay, some of those your friends, siblings that are coming to be telling you, say some of the reasons why. Maybe somebody will tell you, say my partner has been hiding money from me and everything, so I'm going to be hiding my own. You know what, the partner has been doing it? Maybe because they have a overspending spirit in them. Those overspending charlatans, every day they are buying the latest MAC lipstick, the latest boot, the latest palette. Then every day there's something that they are buying. They can never see something trending without going to withdraw money to buy. So the husband say, okay, this woman, I'll marry her. I love her, but I know that she's a spender. So this saving is going to be on me. I'm going to be the one to secure our future. So the man can say, if I'm making 5,000 every month, I'm going to tell her that I'm making 3,800. I'm going to tell her that I'm making 2,800. That's the only way that we're able to progress in this marriage. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's why their husbands are doing that thing. Okay? But they'll be hiding their own. But they'll be hiding their own. They'll be doing shopping. They'll be doing stupid stuff. And later on, everything scatter. And maybe they know that, okay, maybe in the home, even the husband, even they don't even relate to each other anymore. They don't even talk at night. They're basically roommates in that house. Some people are roommates in their marriage, oh, and they'll come and be telling you how everything is going well. Some people are roommates in their marriage, and you go and carry that bad energy and go and put in your marriage has been going on well. You have a husband that has been disclosing everything to you from the beginning, showing you everything. That husband will come to you and say, honey, this is how much I get paid and everything. We're going to do this. We're going to invest here. We're going to go for this vacation and everything. Now you carry that bad spirit now and come home and put that dark cloud in your home and say, who even knows? Maybe he's doing this. Maybe he's doing that. My dear, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. Every marriage is different. Every man is different. Some men are very sweet. I'm talking from experience. Some men are very, very sweet. Some men are they disclose everything, but they find out you have been hiding from them. They will start hating you. They will start seeing you as Delilah. They'll start singing that song for you. Delilah, oh, she said me no. My dear, don't be hiding money from your husband, oh. Don't be doing that. Some of you have seen your own mothers. They are divorced. You don't know why they are divorced. Maybe it's because of those behaviors. They have been hiding money. The husband got to find out. The husband said, no, I cannot take this thing. They divorced her. Then now she's single. She's getting old and everything. Maybe some women are very stubborn. They don't want to get married again because that spirit cannot leave them. That spirit is in them. Now they want to carry it to that generation. Now they start bringing it to you. You are married to your husband and everything. Maybe they say that your husband is making enough money. They want to come and install that devil seed in you. Say he's making enough money. He's never going to do something. Just take your own money and be putting here. You'll be doing that thing. When that man finds out, my dear. Or maybe let's say something, because God always has a way of doing things. The devil. Maybe their husband gets sick. Or maybe he gets into an accident and gets paralyzed or something, he cannot walk again. That your same salary that you're making 38,000, that he clearly knows that you are not able to handle the responsibilities fully. Now all of a sudden now you're handling everything fully. Maybe you can do that for 3 months and you can lie to you and say your family has been helping you. But for a year, for 2 years, he knows that humans are humans. Humans are happy at the beginning and tomorrow they abandon you. So he's going to know that you have been hiding money from him. And some of them, if they are to recover tomorrow, when they recover, in their head they will be like, so this woman has been hiding money from me. Yeah. They will start talking to their own mother. You know, you have been claiming, say, again, mama, you are plotting things behind your husband. You will start calling his own mama too. And you are going to find out that his mama is the biggest plotter of all time. They will plot for you and they will set you and they will deal with you. They will treat your fuck up. Don't be hiding money, oh. Don't be hiding money. Don't be hiding money from your husband. I don't care what anybody has to say. If everything scatters tomorrow, it's scattered. You don't get married for things to go bad. Don't enter marriage with a negative mindset. If it scatters tomorrow, enter your marriage, enjoy your marriage. The good side of it, will enjoy it. The bad side, to enjoy it. Okay? Enjoy it. But just make sure, say, the bad side don't pass more than 20%. Okay? But you have to manage. Enjoy your marriage. Like I said, if it scatters tomorrow, it scatters. Money is money. Money, you cannot be a slave to money. Money is supposed to be your slave. You cannot be a slave to money. As long as you have a career, you move on with your life. You move on with your life. But that hiding money thing is very, very dangerous. I had a conversation with my dad about 4 months ago. I asked him. I said, Dad, what do you think about this hiding money thing from? Because I've always heard that. People always tell me how if you disclose everything to a mom, and my dad said, no, do not do that. My dad told me clearly, do not do that, because the day your husband finds out, you're going to be in trouble. My dad told me that the highest you can do is that, tell him that, honey, okay, from this money that we're making every month, please, I need to have an allowance to be able to do my hair, to be able to take care of myself, to be able to go out, to be able to travel and everything. He's going to be giving you money allowances. Maybe if he gives you, I don't know, 700, 1,000 and everything, you the woman now, you can say, okay, I'm going to be from that 1,000. I'm going to spend every month. I'm going to spend 300, and I'm going to keep 700, because you cannot just. You're supposed to, as a woman, you're supposed to be the safety net of your family. You're always supposed to be the smart one, because men can easily get derailed. That's why I say the accounting. Have access to that account, because men, sometimes you're putting money there. If you don't have access to it, he's always the one to withdraw and give to you. Even if you had another account, he will just from the account that you guys have in common to send to you. That's not safe, because if he gets distracted by another woman out there, he's going to be withdrawing money. You will think that he's saving money. It's at the end that when things scatter now, you find out that you don't have any money in that account. And that thing is going to be so hurtful, so painful, just because you were a fool. You didn't open. No, you need to be wise now. You need to be wise. So, at the end of the day, to my young ladies out there, I'll advise you, if you're not yet married, work hard. As early as possible, get a job, work hard. Save your money, whatever plans you have. Whatever man you meet, don't just enter marriage like that. Talk to him, tell him your plans. If he doesn't agree with them, move on. It's not the end of the world. Move on until you find the right one. Don't be thinking about all those biological clocks. You're getting old, your friends are getting married. No. You'll find a man out there that will let you execute those plans. If it's a real man, he's going to be like, you know what, that has been her plan. I have nothing to do with a woman's money. You know, he's going to take whatever you're going to be offering him after marriage. Your salary and everything, you get to share with him. If you get to have a side hustle after marriage, now that side hustle now, you have to bring it. You know, you guys are one now. He's going to have to be aware of it. But, you know, like I said, whatever money you work prior to marriage, do not tell him how much it is. Never, never, ever, ever, ever. Because that money, trust me, they're always going to find a way to come and make you spend that money. So do not do that. And do not listen to people. Do not listen to people. You know, get to study your own husband and build your family with your own husband. Trust your husband. It's the reason why you married him. You need to put your trust in your husband and let him lead you. Alright? That the husband is the head of the family doesn't mean that you being the neck, you are a nobody. The neck is actually the one that holds the head. So you being the neck, you are the one that even has the biggest position. Okay? He is the head, but you are the neck. You're the one that if anything happens to it, he's going to fall. So whenever you sense that he's derailing, you bring him back to reasoning. You know, use your woman ways. You know, use your something, your feminine ways and everything to bring him back to reason and say, honey, okay, you derailed you and everything. Treat him well, and things are going to go well in your home. Do not listen to all those charlatans, all those witches out there. Experience. Don't listen to that thing. And always remember, wisdom doesn't come with age. Some people are 50 but they are very foolish. 70 but they are very foolish. Okay? Wisdom comes with experience and a natural gift that God gave you. Okay? Don't just say because somebody is older. Some people are older, but they are very foolish. It's just because God cannot show us. If God could show us a video, something of each and every of those uncles' lives, all of the mistakes that they make on day-to-day basis, you yourself, you're going to be shocked. You're going to say, I'm very smart. So do not just listen to people stupidly. Alright? Do not listen to people stupidly. You know what you have and walk around what you have. Alright, so if you like today's content, thumbs up. Alright, comment down below and let me know what's up. Alright, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Come on, subscribe to my family, join my family. Alright, bye guys.